So I'm going to be honest with you. Canada immigration got harder in the last year, and honestly, it has never been this hard. First of all, Canada cut the immigration numbers by almost 50% or more. Then the express entry CRS scores went way up. And as if that was not enough, some immigration pathways just became so unreasonable that many people gave up on Canada. And yet, despite all of this, people still get PR every single month. Yes, they do. So, what's the difference? What do those people know, or what did they do that others either do not know or are not doing? It's simple. They learned the new rules. They stopped using the 2019 immigration playbook. They adjusted. They aimed for what Canada actually wants in its immigration programs, and they toed that line. So while others were crying, some other people seeing the changes, but they were also making adjustments and getting their permanent residency. So in this video, I am going to show you those tips in plain English as it regards the express entry, the student pathway, LMIAs, PNPs, RCIPs, and AIP. Then I will give you the immigration pyramid for 2025 and 2026. You'll see where you stand and you will know your next step. So please stay until the end because I'll finish with a simple action plan that you can start today. So let's begin. Now take a breath. I know that the stress of immigration is a lot and you're just tired. In fact, you have almost given up at this point. But just hear me out. The old strategy of enter the pool and wait is no longer working for everyone because we all can see how high the CRS cutoff points have been lately. Even if you're in the pool, the category-based draws are targeting specific occupations, people in healthcare, people in trades, people who are teachers, and people who can speak and write French. Provinces are also getting fewer nomination seats and they are becoming very picky. In short, Canada wants people who can fill real labor needs. Canada PR is not just for the masses anymore. But there's still room for you if you aim right. If you're in the express entry pool, language scores are huge. And if you didn't max your scores, please retake IELTS and CELPIP. Go for 8777 or more if you can. And I know this is not for everyone, but add French if you can. I know learning a language is not easy, but even if you score CLB 5 or 6, it can push your scores up. And if you're already in Canada, the Canadian Experience Class stream is your best friend. 1 year of skilled work experience here could improve your scores a lot. Many draws this year have leaned towards people that are already in Canada and people who have work experience here in Canada. Now, that is not a guarantee though, but it is a clear signal. If you can build skilled Canadian work experience, do it. And if you can add French, do it as well. Now, let's talk about the international student pathway. For many years, this was the side door to Canada. It was simple. Study, graduate, get a PGWP, work in Canada, and then you can apply for PR. That pathway still works, but the bar is higher. To come to study in Canada now, you must show strong proof of funds, you must go for the right programs and have a plan that leads to PR after your studies. If you don't do all of that, you may be wasting your time and money. So, if you plan to study, choose a DLI that is eligible for PGWP, and importantly, don't just pick a random program because it's cheap or because it's easy. Pick a program that builds an employable skill in Canada. And from your first week in class, plan for networking and plan for Canadian work in your field. The goal is not just a diploma or a degree. The goal is a job offer and at least 1 year of skilled work experience that leads to permanent residency. And if you're there thinking, oh, I'm so busy, I don't know what to do, and I need help with choosing the best program for myself in a province that it will be easier for me to get permanent residency, then please take advantage of our Canada Admission Assistance Program that will help you choose at least 2 programs in 2 schools in provinces that it will be easier for you to get permanent residency. I'm going to leave the link right here on the screen and you can see it in the description and also in the pinned comments. Make sure you check it out and take advantage of it now while it is still at the current rate. Now let's talk about LMIAs. the Labor Market Impact Assessment, where an employer hires you to fill labor market needs in Canada. If you follow Canada immigration news, you would know that in 2025, Canada made LMIAs harder for low-wage jobs. The caps are tighter and the validity period is shorter. Some regions with higher unemployment rates are not even allowed to process certain low-wage LMIAs anymore. So with LMIAs, people who are still benefiting are just maybe people in healthcare, people in real construction trades, people in certain high-skilled tech roles, and people in some niche roles where the employer cannot find someone local to fill the roles. We are hoping to get some more updates on LMIA in 2026, so watch out for it. Now let's touch on the Provincial Nominee Programs, or the PNPs. PNPs can give you 600 points in the express entry pool if you are nominated by a province. But even with PNPs, the provinces are getting fewer and fewer numbers from the federal government. Many of them also have priority lists of occupations that they prefer. So your PNP strategy is simple if you are targeting PNPs. Pick 1 or 2 target provinces, study their priority list and their point systems, and see which one you qualify for. Then it is important that you keep your express entry profile active. This way, you make it easy for the province to choose you. Let's touch on RCIP, the Rural Community Immigration Pilot. These are 14 communities across Canada that can recommend you for PR if you get a job offer with any of the designated employers. Some of the roles that they need in the RCIP include healthcare aides, early childhood educators and assistants, welders, logistics supervisors, restaurant managers, and many others. Again, if you can get a qualifying job offer with a designated employer in the RCIP program, that could lead to permanent residency. Finally, the AIP, the Atlantic Immigration Program. This is a fast track to PR in the Atlantic provinces, Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick, and Newfoundland and Labrador. And just like with the RCIP, designated employers can hire you without an LMIA. You get the provincial endorsement and you can apply for permanent resident. And the AIP remains one of the simplest employer-driven ways to get Canada PR. So if you like Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, or Newfoundland, this is a strong option for you. Okay, that's just a snapshot of the popular Canada immigration programs. Now let's zoom out and place every one of these programs and also you on the immigration pyramid for 2025 and 2026. At the top, we have the VIP winners. These are people that Canada is trying to bring in and trying to keep. And many of them are in the express entry. They are people in Canada with qualifying work experience and people with in-demand skills, such as healthcare workers, certified tradespeople, French speakers, and people with provincial nominations. If this is you, your job is to stay consistent, keep your ears on the ground, and make sure that you are ready to apply as soon as the opportunity offers itself. Now, in the middle, we have people who are not VIPs, but they have strategy. They can move up the ladder. So these are like international graduates who are ready to move into occupations in demand. Workers who are willing to move to communities where they can find jobs that lead to PR. People who will retake the language test and even add French if need be. And people whose spouses are ready to support them with language scores and education evaluations. If this is you, you will win by doing 2 things. First, fix your biggest weakness, whatever it is. Whether it's language, work experience, whatever, fix it. Secondly, go where you are needed. You need to be ready to pack up and move where you get the jobs that can lead to PR. You are not a tree. You can move. And then at the bottom, we have people who are struggling. They did not study in Canada. They are not in a targeted occupation. They have low CRS scores. They may even be older in age. Some are even students in Canada with weak language scores and non-skilled jobs. If this is you, I'm not here to crush your hope. I'm here to be honest. If nothing changes, the results won't change for you. You need to make a big shift. Improve your language score, add French if you can, gain a new certification, choose a different province. Target RCIP or AIP. If you are much older and you're outside Canada, choose to come and study in Canada. If you do nothing, you may wait forever. If you change one big thing, you can move a tier up the immigration ladder. Now, all I've said so far sounds depressing, I know, but we need to say those things. Having said all of this, now how do you move up the ladder starting today? Let's build an action plan that you can follow. First of all, pick a lane. Choose your main path and your backup plan. So maybe Express Entry plus PNP, or Express Entry plus the study pathway, or AIP plus RCIP. It depends on you. Secondly, do an honest assessment of yourself. You can even check what your CRS score could be even before you take the language test. I will leave that link in the description below for you. If you have a spouse, ask them to support you by also doing the language test. Then, when you are taking the language test, don't try. Train, practice, and practice again. Use timed mock exam preparation materials. Get feedback. If you handle that exam with kid gloves, you won't get the required scores that you need. And again, if you have a spouse or a partner, you can compare profiles. Let the person with the best chance be the principal applicant. And both of you can even create different profiles for yourself. It doesn't matter. Number 4, go where you are needed. If Ontario ignores you, look at Manitoba, Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland and Labrador, or a rural pilot community. If you only aim for Ontario or Alberta, you will restrict yourself. If you are flexible, more doors open up for you. If you are searching for jobs, give yourself the best chance. Be persistent and consistent. Don't give up. Use a Canadian-style resume and a one-page targeted cover letter. Show how your experience and your skills match the requirements of the job you're applying to. If you need help with CV and cover letter, let a professional help you write them. If you contact canadajobcv@yahoo.com, they will give you a discount to do your CV and your cover letter if you tell them that I sent you. Canada immigration is changing in 2025 and 2026. You cannot control that. But you can control your preparation and your timing. You can control your language scores. You can control where you apply. You can control how fast you respond when the window of opportunity opens up. If you control what you can control, you stack the odds in your favor. It's hard, but it's doable. And with God on your side, I see you making progress with your Canada immigration plans very soon. And I say amen to that. If this video helped you, give the video a like so that YouTube shows it to more people who need clarity just like you. Subscribe if you want to follow Canada immigration updates, because I keep it real and I keep it current, and I want you to win. You can still become a Canada permanent resident in 2025 and 2026, not by luck, but by strategy. Learn the new rules. Make your big move, and that's how you win. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.